So today we're going to be taking a look at the Smartish Gripzilla for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now this is the Graspin Aspen color. It does come in a black tie affair, which is all black color, gray area, which is white on the back and gray around the edges, spaced out, which is a galaxy theme, and Graspin Aspen, which is this color. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. Now on the front it says Gripzilla, mighty protective, grooved sides, and beastly grip. And on the back, you get this little measurement card so you know which size phone you have, so that way you know which case to get. And you get a little pull tab right there. And on the back, it does have a little bit of information right there where it's based out of, what they do, things like that. And you guys can learn more by scanning that QR code right there. So let's go ahead and take this, and we'll take this pull tab, and you just kind of pull it right out, and it pulls out directly with the case. Nothing else in the box here. Set that off to the side. And let's move the case for a second and see what we get here. So here it says you can get a free-ish screen protector. If you go to smartish.com/protection, because you're frugal and accident prone while supplies last, just pay the shipping. You can get yourself a free screen protector if you buy one of their cases. So that's always nice. And you can also view their Amazon store and you get like a little sticker right here. So with that being said, let's take a look at the case. Now, the first thing I noticed when I took this out of the box, now I've been using this for a little bit now, and the first thing I noticed is how much texture there is all over this thing. Literally in every which way. Oh, also on the inside, sorry about that, on the inside you do also get another little card. It must have just gotten stuck to my case, but get a little card, more information there. But anyways, on the back side, like I said, crazy texture all over the place. This right here has texture. These grips have texture all the way around this case. So let's listen to how this back sounds. It's like it looks like wood, and it's called the Graspin Aspen color, but it's got a lot of texture. I'm gonna scratch it with my fingernails. Listen to how it sounds. So back here, you've got plenty of grip on the back of it, as well as these insane grips on the sides that go over to the back of the phone case. This thing, and there's a reason why they call it the Gripzilla. I mean, this thing has grip in every which way you hold it. So let's take a look on the inside. Now, on the inside, you do get this very soft, sort of silicone-y, rubbery style material right here, and that'll really help with some shock absorption, as well as help with anything scratching the back of your phone. You do get your MagSafe ring right there. I don't see an alignment magnet. I don't know if it has one built in, but we'll test that. And you do get, I believe that's the serial number right there. Now, going around the inside of the sides of the case, you get that same kind of like hard, rubbery plastic material here. And you do get these air pockets in each corner that really, really help with that shock absorption. So with that being said, let's go ahead and actually, before we put our black titanium 15 Pro Max in there, I almost forgot. Let's go ahead and grab our scale over here and let's weigh this thing. So got it in grams, and we'll set it down, and we're looking at 60 grams. So this is a little bit on the heavier side of cases, but it really doesn't feel to be that way, and especially because it's not crazy thick when you're holding it. But let's now go ahead and put the 15 Pro Max in there, and we'll see how it fits, and we'll talk about that. Now, let's listen out for that click. Very, very nice prominent click onto the sides of the phone. So you definitely don't have to worry about this thing falling off or, coming off anything when you drop your phone. It fits on there great. Let's test out how those corners fit. You got to kind of really pry them off almost, but very nice click onto the corner. And the last one. Very, very, very nice clicks onto the corners of this, so you definitely don't have to worry about this ever coming off, and it feels and fits very well on the phone. Let's test out the sides, and there's barely any give. You got to really give it some pressure right there for the sides to move, and I mean, it's a little bit more flimsy around the buttons, but nothing to be concerned about whatsoever, and the top and the bottom are also pretty stiff, so pretty good fit all the way around. Very good fit, actually, all the way around. Very good fit all the way around. I have no issues with the fit of it. It's been actually really nice to hold and everything like that. How does it feel in the hand? Speaking of which, and I mean, with these grips, I feel like you could have, frozen hands. You can have ice, whatever on your hands, and you'll never drop this. I mean, these grips are insanely grooved, if you can see that. I mean, that's no matter which way you hold it. And also around the sides, it's got this very textured grip material that is very good for holding it. Like I said, no matter which way you're holding it, even if like holding it like this, you have a very confident grip. So let's step around the sides of the case real quick. On the top, you do get, like I said, closed in top, but that very nice grip. Then on the left-hand side, you have your action button, your volume up and down, and let's listen to those buttons real quick and how they sound. Very nice, very clicky buttons. They do have little air slits on each side of the button, so that helps with clicking the buttons and making sure that they click very well. Moving along to the bottom hand side, you have your accurate microphone and speaker cutouts and your USB Type-C port. Nice wide open port. Let's take a cable and go ahead and plug this in and see how that looks. Very nice port. You can see that your thicker head cables will definitely have no issues fitting in there, and I really like that, to see a very nice wide open port. So very good port on there. And also, speaking of the port, it is not very sharp, so if you are holding it, you know, like this is, like I said, how I usually hold my phone cases and my phone, you definitely won't have too much, you know, damage on your finger, and it shouldn't get tired or anything like that. It's a very comfortable case to hold. And moving along to the right-hand side, it is completely closed in, and you do get your power button right there. Now, usually I'm not a huge fan of these cases that have these really high raised up corners all the way around. But with this case, like especially, I don't know if you guys remember last year or the year before with the Phone Rebel cases, it was, you know, these corners were raised and it was just a little bit thicker in my opinion, and it just felt really bulky. This one definitely doesn't feel that bulky. Now, it is a little bit heavier on the heavier side, but for me, for some reason, it still feels very thin around the sides of it. And I'm not somebody who likes really heavy, thick cases, but with this one, you don't really feel too much of the girth of the phone. You definitely, you know, it's very much thinner on the sides than what I was expecting, and it feels even thinner than it looks, to be honest with you. You really don't feel that you're using such a crazy heavy protective case, and that's something about this. I mean, they say it was drop tested 50 times at 6 feet, so, I mean, you've got that drop protection on here. I think this case is going to be really good for anybody who has to, you know, who has some butterfingers, or who just works in one of those environments that you may use your phone a lot and drop it, or if you're just, you know, somebody who just wants a little bit of that extra grip just in case, nothing crazy, this case is for you. And it comes in a few good colors. Like, this was my favorite color. I really like this kind of woody look, but it also still has that really good texture. And the best part about it is this case goes from like $29 to $35. I bought it for $35 on Amazon. I saw it was $29 on their site. I'm not sure if it's, you know, a full-time price that at $29 or if that's a sale, but either way, anywhere between $29 and $35, I can definitely say this should be a good buy, and we can for sure confirm that by testing its MagSafe. So let's grab our Apple MagSafe wallet and stick it on here. Wow. First of all, MagSafe animation, but second of all, I mean, that's really, really strong MagSafe. Let's listen to that one more time. That really, really snaps onto there. It almost sounds like a pop. Very strong connection. And you can definitely sit here and shake this all day long because this back is so textured. You really are going to have to try to get that off. I mean, I'm really having to pull this off of the case in order for it to come off, which I love to see that. And moving along to the Apple MagSafe battery pack. Get that on there. There's our animation. And again, same thing. You know, you can always sit here and shake it and shake it and shake it. I'm definitely not going to shake it as hard as I possibly can because I don't want to send this thing flying like I did in the last video. But you can definitely shake it around and have no issues of this thing ever coming off. You can even, can't really sure if I can grab it by the battery, but you can even grab it by the battery pack and shake it. But let's see if there's that alignment magnet. No, so we don't have an alignment magnet, but that's okay. I mean, this thing is definitely... So let's check if we actually have that alignment magnet on here, and it almost feels like we do because it definitely pulls itself back into place before you start spinning it to the other side. Now, I don't know if there's actually an alignment magnet in there. Like I said, I couldn't see it, but it definitely feels like there is one. So really good MagSafe connection. You do have to also pull the battery pack off in order for that to come off there. And just to grab our Anchor 623 over here, let's set the case on here. And we can go ahead and, I think, very confidently spin this around with no issues whatsoever. You can really sit here and tap it, go whatever you want to do with it, and it's not coming off. in portrait mode or in landscape mode. You can sit here, tap all the way around, and you're good to go. And of course, this thing is going to have no issues picking up that MagSafe base, and you can even give it a little shake before that comes off. And especially, you can definitely shake the phone around a good bit before that comes off too. So, do I recommend this case? And yeah, the answer is I definitely do. If you're somebody who's looking for that extra protection, but doesn't want something like super bulky, like a OtterBox, or you don't really care for that, you know, carbon fiber pattern or the clear case style, like frosted or regular clear of like a Phone Rebel Gen 5, and you want to spend half the money, there you go. I mean, this, I don't know what that was on my screen, but there you go. I mean, this Smartish Gripzilla, it's going to give you that protection, those crazy raised corners with those air pockets, insane grip, excellent MagSafe, feels really good in the hand, nice material. I thought this is a win for sure. And I'll be sure to leave links down in the description below for you guys to check it out. But yeah, I definitely can recommend this case. I've been using it for a little bit, and it's been a pleasure to use for sure. You'll definitely be seeing more of Smartish on the channel. I'm really impressed with this case, and I'm liking it a lot. So let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments below. Are you interested in Smartish? Have you ever had one before? Have you used it? Let me know. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.